Welcome back, dear students of class 11. I wish you all a very happy, promising and fulfilling new year. Students, this is the third video lecture on the chapter Albert Einstein at School from your supplementary reader Snapshots. In the previous video, we learnt that Albert felt miserable at his German school and wanted to leave it forever. For this, he thought of a plan. He discussed the plan with his best friend Yuri, and with the help of Yuri, he could take an appointment with Dr. Ernst Weil. When he went to meet Dr. Ernst Weil, he was very kind and empathetic, and he could understand Albert's problem. The doctor gave him a medical certificate stating that he had a nervous breakdown and must stay away from school for at least 6 months. Albert was elated to get the certificate and he celebrated it by taking Yuri out for supper. So we did till here in the last video. Now I will continue. Isn't it wonderful, he said after showing Yuri the certificate. He showed the certificate to his friend Yuri and he was very happy. Yes, it's fine, Yuri agreed. 6 months is a good period. This way you won't actually be leaving the school, so if the worst comes to the worst, you will be able to come back and carry on for your diploma. Yuri, who is a true friend of Albert and is very much concerned about him, he said, yes, 6 months is a quite good period and that way you won't be leaving the school also, and if the worst situation comes, suppose he doesn't get admission in a college in Italy and if he wants to come back to Germany to continue with his school diploma, he will be able to come back. I will never go back to that place, Albert assured him. I'm going to take this certificate to the head teacher tomorrow and that will be the end of it. Albert gave the assurance to his friend that he will never return to the school. He said he will show the certificate to the head teacher the next day and that will be the end of all his problems and he would get rid of that school. Don't forget to get a reference in writing from your mathematics teacher first, Yuri reminded him. Yuri, who is concerned about his future, he said, but before showing the certificate to the head teacher, don't forget to get a reference from the mathematics teacher, which would help him to get admission in the college in Italy. Mr. Koch willingly gave Albert the reference he wanted. Now, Mr. Koch is the mathematics teacher. He happily, readily gave the reference which Albert wanted. If I say I can't teach you anymore and probably you will soon be able to teach me, will that be all right? He asked. He asked Albert that if I write that I won't be able to teach you anymore and soon you will be able to teach me. This shows that the mathematics teacher, unlike the history teacher, had a very high opinion of Albert. He was a brilliant student in mathematics and the teacher said that he won't be able to teach him anymore. Rather, Albert would be able to teach the teacher. That's saying too much, sir, said Albert. Albert said, you are saying too much about me. It's only the truth, but all right, I'll put it more seriously. The teacher said, this is the fact, but I'll write it seriously. It was still a glowing reference, and Mr. Koch made the point that Albert was ready immediately to enter a college or institute for the study of higher mathematics. The mathematics teacher gave a very high opinion about him. He wrote a glowing reference and he made it a point so that with the help of the reference, Albert would be able to get admission in a college or institute for the study of higher mathematics in Italy. I'm sorry you are leaving us, although you are wasting your time in my class, he said. The teacher felt sorry that he is going to lose such a brilliant student, although he said you were just wasting your time because you knew everything that was being taught in the class. It's almost the only class where I'm not wasting my time, said Albert. But how did you know I'm leaving, sir? Albert said that was the only class which he enjoyed attending. And then he said, but how do you know, sir, that I'm leaving the school? You wouldn't have asked me for this reference otherwise. The teacher said that otherwise you would not have asked me for this reference. I thought you would wonder. Albert said, I thought you would be surprised. There is nothing to wonder about, Einstein. I knew you were going to leave before you knew yourself. And the teacher said, there is nothing to be surprised at, Einstein, because I knew you were going to leave the school because before you yourself knew about it. Albert was puzzled. What did the teacher mean? Albert was confused. How did the teacher know about his plan? What was the teacher trying to say? But he soon found out. Before he had a chance to ask for an interview with the head teacher, he was summoned to the head's room. Before he could ask for an appointment with the head teacher, he was called to the head teacher's room. Well, it saves me the trouble of having to wait an hour or two outside, he thought. And the boy thought that it would save his time of waiting and he could directly go and meet the head teacher. He hardly bothered to wonder why he had been sent for, but vaguely supposed he was to be punished again for bad work and laziness. He did not bother to think why the head teacher is calling him, but he thought maybe it is again he is going to be punished for bad work or for laziness. He had been accused of this earlier also. Well, he had finished with punishments, but he thought this was the last time. Now he would not get any more punishments because he would show the certificate to the head teacher and would leave the school. I'm not going to punish you, the head teacher said, to Albert's surprise. Your work is terrible and I'm not prepared to have you here any longer, Einstein. I want you to leave the school now. The teacher said, the head teacher said, I'm not going to punish you anymore. And Albert was surprised because always he was called for being punished. But the teacher accused and said that your work is terrible and I'm not prepared to have you here in my school any longer. And the teacher ordered him that I want you to leave my school right now. Leave school now, repeated Albert, dazed, and Albert was just stunned. He was shocked. He said, leave the school now. That is what I said, the teacher told with authority. This is what I have said. You mean, said Albert, that I am to be expelled. And then Albert said that you mean to say that I am being suspended from the school? I am being expelled from the school? You can take it that way if you wish, Einstein. The head teacher was not mincing words. The simplest thing will be for you to go of your own accord, and then the question won't arise. The teacher said that if you want to take it that way, it is your wish. The teacher was not trying to mince words, meaning he was very straightforward. He said the simplest thing is that either you leave the school on your own by taking your own initiative, otherwise I would have to expel you from the school. But said Albert, what crime have I committed? Now Albert wanted to know on what charges he is being expelled from the school. Now see, underlined students, what are the accusations? Your presence in the classroom makes it impossible for the teacher to teach and for the other pupils to learn. The head teacher said, first of all, he was very disturbing in the class, and due to his presence in the class, no serious studies or work teaching or learning could be done in the class, and the other pupils were also getting affected. You refuse to learn. You are in constant rebellion. The head teacher said that you don't learn and you are constantly revolting against the teachers, and no serious work can be done while you are there in the class. Albert felt the medical certificate almost burning a hole in his pocket. Now Albert felt the medical certificate burning a hole in his pocket means the effort and money he had put in acquiring the medical certificate was all a waste. It was all in vain because without showing the medical certificate, he was being asked to leave the school. I was going to leave anyway, he said. He told the teacher, otherwise also he was planning to leave the school. Then we are in agreement, at least Einstein, the head said. Then the teacher said that we think the same way. We are in agreement with each other. For a moment, Albert was tempted to tell the man what he thought of him and of his school. Then he stopped himself. Without another word, holding his head high, he stalked out. For a moment, Albert wanted to express his feelings towards the head teacher and also about the school, but he restrained his emotions and he did not say anything. And without uttering another word, holding his head high very proudly, he walked out of the school. "Shut the door after you," shouted the teacher. And Albert ignored him. The head teacher told him to shut the door, but Albert did not obey him. See his rebellious nature. He is so angry he did not obey the order of the head teacher. He walked straight on out of the school where he had spent 5 miserable years without turning his head to give it a last look. He walked straight on. In this school, he had spent 5 years, but he did not feel any connect or emotions or bonding with the school. He did not even turn his head to give a last glance to the school. Usually, students are very much attached to their school. They always cherish their school days. But he did not even give a last look to the school. He could not think of anyone he wanted to say goodbye to. He had no friends there. He did not have anybody whom he wanted to say goodbye to. Indeed, Yuri was almost the only person in Munich he felt like seeing. Before he left the town, he had come to hate almost as much as the school. Only Yuri was his friend whom he wanted to meet. Before leaving the town, he hated the town as much as he hated the school. Elsa was back in Berlin and he had no other real friends. His cousin Elsa was back in Berlin and he had no other friends except Yuri. "Goodbye and good luck," said Yuri when he left. "You are going to a wonderful country, I think. I hope you will be happier there." And Yuri bade a goodbye by saying goodbye and good luck, and he wished him all the best. He said, "You are going to a wonderful country and I hope you will be happy living there." Okay, students, I think you could follow it. Thank you. In the next video, we will discuss the textual question answers.